now that the contact has entered this workflow, the next thing that I'd like to check is whether the message falls outside of our operating hours. So to do that, we'll need to add a new action called if else. So you click on this plus icon, scroll down and search for if else. Now, within this if else action form, you can see that by default it gives you a branch called branch 1. You rename it to anything that makes sense to you. In my case, I'm just going to call it outside operating hours. Okay, within this branch, I'll need to set a condition to check whether the message falls outside of the operating hours. Okay, so to do that, within the filters, I'll need to select a field first. So which fields will we choose? We will choose the message creation date. So in this case is message created at. So for the message created at, I would like to check whether it falls outside of my business operating hours. So let's assume that my business operating hours is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so in this case, I will need to use, let's say, time is before, right? Time is before. Select a time. In this case, I'll select 9 a.m. Okay, select 9 a.m. So what this means is that if the message that has been captured by the system is before 9 a.m., this condition is true. All right. So the next thing that I'd like to check is whether the message that has been sent to us is after 6 p.m. Right. So in this case, I will select another condition. Message created at time is after 6 p.m. All right. So 6 p.m. So if a message comes in at, let's say, 5 a.m., this message will fall outside of the operating hours because the first statement will be true. Okay. Now, if the message being sent by the contact is, let's say, it's 7 p.m., if it's 7 p.m., the first statement will be false because the first statement is not before 9 a.m. So the first statement is false. So what happened is that the system will check the second statement. Is the message after 6 p.m.? So in this case, if the message comes in at 7 p.m., this second statement is going to be true. So because this statement is true, it means that the message is outside of the operating hours. All right. So once we are done, we just have to click on save. So once we are done, just click on save to save the workflow.